today I just wanted to talk about some of these people that have media votes. What are our thoughts on this? So here we go. First one, we have Grant Zellner. He's works for the PDGA. He's on the PDGA. He's on PDGA radio, and he works for the Disc Golf Network.
Never heard of him.
Do you think someone that works for the PDGA, though, should have a media vote? Would be my first question.
I told you that last week that I think that's who had the vote. It's the PDGA. And you're like, there's no way. I'm like, I bet you. I bet that's true.
Because when I hear like media votes for like NBA voting or media votes for like AP polls and stuff, I'm not thinking it's like the NBA employees or the NCAA employees. I'm thinking it's like people that are on ESPN that are like broadcasters or journalists or people that have blogs, podcasts. Yeah. Like I'm thinking it's those people. Yeah. So, okay. So there's one right there. That's kind of weird. Then you have Jay Yeti Redding, Edge. If I know, I'm pretty sure Edge is like a charity.
It is. Yeah.
That's again, another kind of an interesting media vote. A little bit. I mean, now Jay Yeti Redding, it was a past professional on tour. Yeah. But if it was someone what's going on. Correct. But if it was someone other than him that worked at Edge, that would be kind of weird.
Be wild.
It's just a charity.
Yep.
It's a disc golf charity.
Hey, maybe I get a vote next year with my charity.
Yeah. You got Bobby Cox, GK Pro, Disc Golf Pro Tour. So now you have someone that's producing disc golf film. Okay, so where I'm at right now, I'm 0 for 3. I'm 0 for 3 for actual media votes so far.
Tour Life should get a vote next year.
Let's keep going. Yeah, Silas, you need to be talking about you getting a vote, brother. I see how me and Uli shouldn't get votes, but Silas, you need to be saying you got someone that's filming and GK Pro getting a vote. Why isn't Silas?
Yeah, get me on there, man.
Yeah, get Silas on there. All right, you have Lauren Lakeberg, the disc golf photographer. The photographer.
Are you serious? He gets a vote?
What are we doing here?
I take some good photos, but damn.
What are we doing here? I think they're using the word media a little too loosely.
Wow.
And like who gets
the photographer gets a vote on who's player of the year?
We're 0 for 4. We're 0 for 4. Kimu Turinen, Disc Golf Network. Is he on any shows that I don't watch or something? Does anyone have any idea who that person is? Like if he has like a podcast or something on the Disc Golf Network, I get that, but like I don't know who this person is. So Silas, can you do a Google search on this guy to see if it pops up on like what his position is at the Disc Golf Network is? Kimu Turinen, and see if we can figure that out. All right. Here we go. Number 1, we got our first one. Charlie Eisenhood, first media member, Ulti World Disc Golf, the Upshot commentator on Disc Golf Network. There we go. That one, worthy.
Yep.
All right. These two people, I think these people do. No, these guys are just media people in the PDGA. I don't think they. Hayden Henry and Matthew Rothstein. So Matthew Rothstein, I believe, is that one of the guys that does kind of some of the interviews?
Yeah.
I think, right? He sometimes is on coverage. Again, kind of weird that they're PDGA employees, and even though they are media for the PDGA, they're still employees by the PDGA. So it's still kind of weird a little bit to me that they get votes. All right, UDisc. I love UDisc, but why is UDisc employees getting votes? You have Steve Hill and Josh Lichty both getting votes.
I mean, they see all the data. I'm taking them over the other guys. They see all the statistics.
No, I agree. I agree. I like them in the sense of like they probably have an idea of what's going on.
Yes.
But again, are we missing the idea of what a media vote really is? Like, are our stats guys getting media votes for the Heisman?
I don't know.
A guy that's just like doing statistics.
Maybe.
I don't think so, Uli. I could be wrong.
It's a maybe though.
I could be wrong.
I found what Chemo does. He's
Chemo.
On his Instagram. It says he's the producer and manager of Pulse EA Disc Golf Media.
That's a disc golf company.
Yeah,
that's a isn't that the training deal?
Yes, I think so.
That's all his Instagram says. That's it.
Okay, so he's a producer.
I think he might be a producer in Europe.
Oh, yes.
Pulsea from Finland?
You're probably right. He's probably on the European Disc Golf Network part. Yeah. But again, behind the camera, right? Not an actual media person. Zoe Andike, Elaine King, both for the Disc Golf Network. I like these. Terry Miller, obviously, no brainer. Makes sense.
But Elaine King gets a media vote and she plays.
Does she still play? Zoe plays more than Elaine.
It doesn't matter. They both play. That's sus.
Yeah, that is weird. If you're still playing on tour, you probably shouldn't get a vote at all. But yeah, I agree with you. Terry Miller, no brainer. Ken Climo, no brainer. Matt Graham on the Nick and Matt show, no brainer. Dion Arlen from Statmando.
He owns Statmando. I don't mind that.
A statistics guy. Oh yes, because Statmando. See, now they aren't just stats though.
Yeah, they do.
I guess you could say that. I guess you could say the same thing with UDIS. So I stand corrected with UDIS because UDIS does blog. UDIS does make posts and stuff. So apologies to UDIS. I stand corrected. UDIS, Statmando. I think these make sense.
Yeah, I like that.
Philo. Is Philo on that gray area of still kind of playing,
still
or does he
sometimes? Yeah.
Okay. Then you got Matt Kruger, another UDisc guy. Keenan Dalton, Central Coast Disc Golf.
Must be a film guy.
I don't know his role.
Maybe a producer.
Yeah, kind of weird there. Evan Kern, Statmando, Nick and Matt show. Makes a lot of sense. Then you have Isaac Goldblatt, Disc Golf Pro Tour Gatekeeper Media. Again, it sounds like another producer, filmer person. Then you have Hunter and Trevor from Foundation, obviously makes sense. Mason Kizzer, the wind read on.
How are our views compared to theirs on their shows?
Oh, we're the #1 disc golf podcast.
How are we not?
Don't say that in front of them. They get very, very.
How
very
are we
mad.
not getting any votes here?
Silas would be the only one that would be able to do it.
No, Elaine gets a vote.
There's no shot me and you should get. There's no shot me and you should get media votes.
I'm not. But if they're getting them, we should get them.
You're saying we should fight for it.
No, I'm saying that nobody who plays on tour should have a media vote.
Other people do.
I think I actually got one last year.
You got one, Silas?
I got one last year, not for this year. But yeah, they sent me one. I don't know why or how, but yeah.
Oh my god!
So maybe they cut down their people a ton, but
cut,
I don't know. I don't know how I got one 2 years ago, but I did.
That's unbelievable.
Maybe they just have more people that are willing to do it now. So they're really like anyone that was in disc golf, they're just sending this out to be like, hey, please. And let's be fair. We're making a lot of fun of this. It is fun to make fun of, but I mean, this is a growing process, right? Like 5-10 years from now, do I think half of these people are going to be on this list? No, but you got to start somewhere. And at a certain point,
more. With the way things are going, more people.
No, I hope not. I hope there's more actual media around disc golf.
I'm surprised manufacturers aren't on here.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yep.
This one makes sense. Like Mason Kizzer, it looks like he has some sort of show or something on the Disc Golf Network called the Win Read. So that makes sense. Lucas Miller, Green Splatter, they have a big blog on disc golf. Makes sense. Justin Westfall from Ultiworld must be like some sort of journalist, writer. Makes sense. Dustin Moret from Disc Golf Network, Disc Golf Pro Tour, also on Debate Night. That makes sense. Ian Anderson makes sense. He's a commentator. JVD, Smashbox. That makes sense. A little bit of a gray area, I get. No, not a gray area. No. I was gonna say that's kind of a gray area, like Philo, but different. And then you've got Valerie, Nathan Doss, Disc Golf Network. And then it looks like we have 2 of the European Disc Golf Network commentators is what I'm assuming Yanni Lancio and Esa-Pekka Tupala. I butchered those and I apologize. And then you have Josh Mansfield, who's also on the Upshot podcast. So some of these make a lot of sense, and then some of these do not make any sense at all. What are you doing research on?
I'm doing research. Just give me a second.
Okay. You let us know what comes back to us. But yeah, like, let me know if I'm completely wrong on this, guys. But to me, when I hear media, if I'm hearing it in like a general sense, like, hey, I work in media, that means that you could literally be like, you could be like a grip. You could be someone that's literally just running to get duct tape. You're running to get like snacks for the people on set. Yeah, you work in media. That makes sense if you say that. But when someone tells me, hey, we're getting media votes to vote on this specific thing in a sport, my mind now switches to like, now these are people that are journalists. These are people that cover the sport. They are actually the people in front of the camera or behind the pin, something along that nature. They are not like, oh, I am a manager of this disc golf company, I get a vote. Like that makes no sense to me. So I could be way off base, but I don't think I am.
Juliana Korver made the Pro Tour finals. She played in the Pro Tour finals, which means she had to have played enough to make it into the Pro Tour finals, which means she played a lot.
Are you talking about the Rookie of the Year?
No, I'm saying Juliana Korver this year played in the Tour Championships.
Why are you talking about Juliana Korver? She doesn't have a vote.
Oh, I thought you said she did.
No, Zoe Andyke and Elaine King.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And Valerie Doss. Yeah, Juliana Korver would be really bad because she played
that's the one that
tour.
I thought that's what you said, but that was my mistake.
Yeah, no, because Elaine King. Okay, I think you were thinking Juliana Korver for Elaine King. Yeah, I don't think Elaine King has played in anything.
No. That's me.
I think Zoe might have also. I think honestly, Zoe and Philo. If you would have said this like last year, it might have been a little bit different. But like this year, I don't think those people played that much at all either.
No, me neither. No, I have no problems with those.
So yeah, I'm good with that.
But I knew Elaine. I thought it was Elaine, or I thought it was Juliana because she does the commentary, and then I got them mixed up, and I got a tiny
Sexton
brain.
would be bad. Sexton would be bad, right? He commentates, but he plays a decent amount. Like he shouldn't have a media vote. Well, also he would be double dipping, right? He has a tour card. Yeah, he would have 2 votes in that situation.